I need a tropical bitch. I need a tropical bitch. I need a tropical bitch. I need Do we know what time it is? It's summertime. It's literally actually not summertime. It's like 40 degrees outside. But we're gonna do tropical makeup to pretend that it's summertime. Let's do it. Prime them eyelids so that your eyeshadow is gonna stay when you're laying out on the beach. The little pina in your hand. Oh, I literally wish I was laying out on the beach with a pina colada in my hand right now. As per usual, I've got a little vision in mind. I'm gonna use a fluffy brush that's like a bit flat but not like super flat. And I'm gonna use a peach eyeshadow. And I want to put this just right here in the front part of the eye. It's the only place that I want the peach. So I'm gonna start with that and then I'll worry about the blending in a sec. But I'm just putting it in this front part of my crease and that is it. Nowhere else. Oh, this is the palette I'm using, by the way. I'm probably gonna dip into like multiple palettes, TBH, but this is the Too Faced Sweet Peach. Classic. And then I'm gonna take Georgia in the palette, which is like a lighter pink, and just go over top of that color to make sure everything is blended, because it's got to be blended. I'm gonna take a fluffy brush that's like almost has nothing on it. I mean, it kind of does, but we're just gonna pretend that it doesn't have anything on it and then it's clean. And we're gonna blend the eyeshadow out with that. Little sneak preview. If that shattered, I am bleep, 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 bleep. Okay, she's safe. Little sneak peek. This is the blush that we're going to be using. But we're also going to use it on our eyes. So she's going to be a little multi-use girl today. So literally, I use this brush pretty much every time I do my makeup. It's one of my favorites. And I'm going to dip into the blush. And I like that this little blush compact has a mirror. This is Sephora collection, Hey Jealousy. But it has like a little mirror, which is nice because I feel like a lot of like tinier compacts, a lot of times they don't have a mirror, so I like that this does. And I'm just connecting this to the peach like that so that they have a nice like fade into each other. I'm gonna bring this down here. Make a little shape with it. I'm just gonna keep going back and forth between applying these two colors, the peach and the pink, until I think they like fade into each other as seamlessly as they possibly can. And I'm just using really light pressure when I do this, just building them up super slow. I specifically want this literally everywhere. I'm not gonna put it everywhere, but I want that color specifically. This is the Too Faced Cinnamon Swirl palette. Like that specific shade is called Food Court, and I want that like right on this very edge here. So that's, we're gonna put Food Court. All right, let's use this brush. I just want it right on this very edge. Oh, this is such a pretty eyeshadow. It's like this, I don't even know what shade of purple this is, but it's also metallic, so that like makes it even prettier. And then I like the contrast because these two shades that I used were matte. So I feel like the metallic looks really, adds a really nice contrast to those two colors. And the thing about like when you're doing the gradient looks is you do have to like go back in and rebuild. Like obviously I'm gonna have to put some more pink here, and then, well, the peach is actually pretty fine, but I will put some more pink here just to add that color back. So I'm just gonna place the purple and then take some of the blush and add that right back in. I think instead of that peach, I'm gonna use the Georgia, like the lighter pink. Now, I'm just gonna build those three colors up until they are saturated to my satisfaction. Like the shade Sticky Buns in the palette, which is like this brassy gold color. And this is gonna be my lid shade. I'm gonna be very careful about this. I don't want to get it too high into the crease because I don't want it to cover any of the colors that are in there. So I'm gonna place this really, really low on my lid. And I'm not gonna apply too much to the outer part of my lid. I'm just gonna focus this on the inner corner here. Like the little fluffy brush. I'm actually gonna swirl it on the back of my hand just to get as much of the excess product off as I can. And just use that to fade the shimmer into the crease colors. Okay, I don't know why, but to me, tropical makeup doesn't have liner. I feel like, I don't know, it just like makes sense to me for it to not have liner. So I think I'm just gonna do lashes, no liner. So that's basically the eyeshadow done. I'm using Say Warm Glow. I don't think I'm gonna do any foundation. Just gonna do this. All over my face. So add like a little bit of color. The Say Warm Glow Super Gel is gonna be carrying the complexion today. I'm back into her. So the NYX Bear With Me concealer. I forgot about this. Oh. And now I remembered it and I am loving it again. So that's what I'm going to use for my concealer. Little beauty blender. Make sure we get a nice crisp line. Just looks so like skin-like, which is what I like out of a concealer. It's got a really nice texture to it. Obviously it's very like serum-y, but without being like, it still obviously has like, you can see that it's got like a really good amount of coverage as well. Love her. House Labs Color Fuse Glassy Balm Blush. Blush Balm. This is the color. Pataya, potato, patata. A little bit of that, and a little bit of this. And I want to be very, very flushed and very, very bronzed. Honestly, very, very glowy too. So we just want a lot of everything as per usual. So blush, 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 blush. This specific House Labs color is like the perfect spring shade. So beautiful, so luscious. Even though the color looks like super intimidating, like obviously when you see this you're like, damn girl, but look, just like blends into a beautiful glowy natural flush. I really, really love this. I'm actually switching it up with the powder. This is the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Ube birthday cake. Just powdering underneath my eyes, and then I like to do a little bit on the edge of the blush just to kind of blend it and make it more airbrushed looking. And I also powder on my nose as well, just like this area. For my bronzer, I specifically want like a super red bronzer. So I'm using this. This is the e.l.f. Bite Size. I think these honestly might be blush duos, but this ain't no blush for me. I'm gonna use it as a bronzer. And I'm not using as fat of a brush as I usually do. I'm doing something a little bit thinner. This is actually a blush brush, but not today. You're bronzing today, sweetie. And you're gonna like it. So yeah, you can see this is like really, really, really red. And I'm just gonna put this all over my cheeks. Putting this on my cheek, my forehead, my jaw, my neck, my nose, my chin. Basically, bronze that bitch up. Okay, that's it for bronzer. I think I want to put more blush on top of my blush so that I can be more blushed. Iced coffee with coconut milk and vanilla and cinnamon. I dip into that same blush on the eyes. Again, Sephora Hey Jealousy is the shade. Blush. I'm using really light pressure with this just because obviously I already have the cream underneath and it's pretty potent, but I want more potency. I'm just tapping really lightly. Oh, I love this blush. You know what? We're just gonna do this just because this is like a tropical look and I feel like this is like sun-kissed vibes. So I'm just gonna go across my whole face with the blush and do this until I literally have so much blush on my face. And then realize you did too much blush and use your beauty blender to save the day. This is Clinique Lunar Pop. This is like one of the prettiest highlights in existence. It gives you like the prettiest natural flow with like being still like a really unique like peachy pink glow. This I love, love, love. Just putting that on the high points of my cheeks. It gives you that like, oh, she eats nothing but fruit and coconut water. That's the exact vibe that I'm going for right now. I'm also taking a tiny bit of that on my finger and putting it right in the center of the lid to add a little something something. And of course, I personally can't live without a brow bone highlight. I actually would cease to exist if I didn't highlight my brow bone. For my lower lash line, I'm actually not going to use any of the shadows that I used on the eyes. I'm going to take the bronzer that I used, and I'm just going to put that underneath the lower lash line. This little nubbin right here. Oh, I don't think you can get this anymore either, which makes me sad. This is the Morphe Vibes eye pencil. And this is just going in my waterline and then in my tight line as well. I'm actually kind of liking the thinner brows for this. Should I not do my brows? You know what? I'm not going to do my brows. I'm just going to brush through them for this, and then we'll get right to the lashes and lips and all that shit. I don't know which lashes I want to do, and this is why I can't give myself choices. I have these, literally from the dollar store, but these smack I don't care. Kiss, I feel like Kiss is my favorite, like, drugstore lash. They're really nice. These are just the So Real Day-to-Day Lash MLBB My Lash But Better. These are also from Kiss, I think. Yeah, the Muses collection. Did I get these just because they were called Noblesse? Maybe, but let's see. After a very serious evaluation, I have decided to go for these guys. This is the So Real, the Kiss ones. The Ione wasn't really like giving the effect I wanted. The Noblesse were really pretty, but they added more thickness than length. But these have like a really nice length to them, and that's what I'm after. I'm just putting on some glue and then it's going on my eye. I did trim these a little, by the way, just because I always like to trim them a little, just because they're usually like a little bit too long for my eye. So I just trim a little bit off of the edge. Also, I use where did I put them? These are trim my lashes rather than like scissors, and it works magic. So just saying. All right. Let's do this. I like what are they called, the individual lashes. I'm like not really a huge strip lash person, which is why I always have to take a deep breath every time I put them on my eye. Lashes on. I'm gonna put some mascara on the lashes just so they blend better. I'm just dabbing it on my natural lashes just to blend things in a bit more. Let's do no bottom mascara today. So I did this lip combo yesterday, and it is now like has me in the tightest chokehold known to mankind. This is ColourPop Animal Crossing collection. Yes, please. This is coconut juice, just like a brown, it's like a brown berry, but it's like the perfect tone. So I'm just gonna put this on the edge of my lips. ColourPop, I'm begging you to bring these back. I loved these. I don't think they still have these. What are these called? They were called something. Lip crayon, but I feel like, aren't they called like sheer crayons? I don't know. ColourPop, just please. This color is just like perfection. I had one of these and I went through the entire thing, which is like unheard of for me. So when this is gone, I will literally, you can find me in the corner sobbing. So ColourPop, if you don't want that to happen, then bring this back. And then in the center, the Fenty, what are these called? Poutsicles. Berry Banger is this color. And she's a banger. She is very much a banger. I'm gonna just dab that in the center. And then take my finger and give her a little blend. Yeah, I'm obsessed with this lip combo. It's just like literally the perfect, just like little bit glossy, but like a little kiss of something. You thought I was gonna stop at the lip combo? You thought I was gonna stop at the lip combo. I have a little surprise. Look at these. I got these at Claire's. And I actually was looking for a flower clip. I didn't find a flower clip at Claire's, but I found these, which is even better. You know, I'm using these, guys. Lash glue. Put the lash glue on the chin. Where do I want to put this? I'm thinking like right here. Oh yes, okay, that's perfect. Do I just want to do one, or should I do more? I have like literally this whole thing, but I kind of like just like the little one. I think, yeah, I'm just gonna do one, just one little starfish. This is my contribution to the tropical bitch. And yeah, I will now be pretending that it is 75 plus degrees and that I'm on the beach and that I'm drinking a pina colada and I'm laying in the sun and I'm just soaking up the warmth. It's literally 48 degrees outside right now. But we don't know that because we're a tropical bitch. Okay. Bye. Peace. Love. All that shit.